YouTube, what's going on? And Twitch, what's going on? Keldon channel, little break, but we back. Had a friend challenge me to uh, post for 30 days. So, my chest itch. I'm sorry. So that's what I'm gonna do, or at least attempt. Um, Updates. So if you have been watching the channel regularly, you know that your boy has been on a serious body transformation journey, and needless to say, your boy's still making mad progress. Needless to say, your boy's still making mad progress. I'm currently 200 pounds. So January, I'm gonna keep saying it. You gotta speak everything into existence. But January, we started at 240 pounds. Boom, 240 pounds. Back was starting to hurt. Pre-diabetic, eating canes, caniac combos. And so we put a hard stop on the food I was eating. We put a hard stop on sitting on a couch, put a hard stop on being in a funk, joined a new gym. And then I joined like 10 other gyms, got a personal trainer, and I be out walking, getting my fitness on. And now we have lost 40 pounds. And we are really 9 months into, well, I really started in February, but we 9 months into the year. I haven't got my body scanned in probably like a month or so, but I'll probably do it once I get under 200 pounds. I'm really like literally at 200 pounds, but once I get under 200, that'll be when I get my next scan. But my last scan, well, my first scan, I was 240, 36% body fat, mad visceral fat, all that shit. And this last scan, the last scan I did, I was 24% body fat. And this is after losing probably like 30 pounds, but I was 24% body fat. I gained 5 pounds of muscle. Your boy been going insane on the body transformation. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I literally just got finished training with my guy Rashid, shout out to him. I just got finished training. Today was a leg day. Boy, them legs was burning. Them legs was burning. But I made it through. And I'm gonna lead this into what I want to talk about tonight, which another reason why I have been able to really dial my nutrition in, dial everything in, is simply because of AI. These cars like, boy, this boy out here live streaming while he walking. No. But one of the big reasons why I've been able to dial in everything so good is simply because of AI, ChatGPT. Um, I feel like obviously there's a big wave in the culture or in the world, not even the culture, the world, you know, where people think that AI is gonna replace you when it's just AI really about to just level mad people up. It is gonna replace some of y'all, but it's gonna replace the people who don't level up. You know what I'm saying? So one thing AI has really been instrumental in is me dialing in my nutrition like it's supposed to be. I log every meal I eat in ChatGPT, every meal, down to the point where I could literally just take a photo of what I'm eating and ChatGPT is going to give me feedback. So there is no, and granted, I know ChatGPT isn't perfect, but it's pretty damn good, you know. But I can literally put in, I could take a photo, I could tell it, or I could literally take a photo of what I am eating, and ChatGPT will say, hey, I know what your fitness plans are. This fits in, this doesn't fit in. It'll give you the macros. You know, it'll literally tell you whether or not you should be eating or eating what you're eating, depending on whatever your fitness goals are. So I was actually, and granted, it was kind of expensive, but it is what it is. I didn't feel like cooking tonight. I was literally at um, Legacy Hall. If anybody watches is from Texas, and I went into Legacy Hall and I wanted some barbecue. So I took a photo of the menu, and ChatGPT told me what my best options were, which was pulled, sorry, pulled chicken. Really, it wanted me to eat the pulled chicken, but I got half a pound of pulled chicken, quarter pound of lean brisket with charred beans, and a joint slab. It was actually pretty. It was pretty good, you know. But just as simple as that, you know, a lot of times if you don't have someone telling you, and obviously ChatGPT isn't a person, but it's almost like a person, like a AI is almost like a person who could give you real time feedback when you ask a question, and it's unbiased. A lot of times, my opinion is unbiased feedback. Um, but yeah, I log all of my meals in ChatGPT, and it has been one of the biggest things in me dialing up my nutrition. I can't really miss when I talk to ChatGPT about every meal. And half of y'all already take all these pictures of y'all food anyway, so I don't see what the problem would be to take a picture and send it to ChatGPT and have it tell you like, yo, eat this, don't eat this, you know? Another thing, AI. Um, Obviously, granted, I've haven't been posting as much lately, at least over the past few weeks, but AI has been a big help with me doing YouTube now, with me posting more. Um, I can literally bounce ideas off of ChatGPT, and I don't feel like I'm saying anything that's foreign to anybody. Now, this is like public information. Like, I feel like everybody should know this. I feel like ChatGPT is literally growing, or not even ChatGPT. AI is gonna be bigger than any social media platform, any, you know, ChatGPT. I keep saying ChatGPT. AI is as big as the internet, or as important as the internet is. So I can bounce ideas off of AI. I created the thumbnail for this video with AI. Like I said, AI is not here to replace you. It's to level you up. if you're not using it, people are gonna start breezing by you fast. You know how many people are currently building companies, and the companies are aimed at businesses that have no technological experience or technological know-how, but they can automate the business. Some people would look at that and say, hey, you're taking this person's job away, but at the same time, you're now adding a job as you're taking the job away. It's the same thing that the internet did. It's the same thing that happened in the world when there was the Industrial Revolution. This is a part of living, you know? So if you're not using AI, if you're not hip on the chat GBTs of the world, you are doing yourself a huge injustice. I do have friends who say, oh no, I can't really rock with it, but you can't escape it. And unfortunately, you can't beat it. You as a human, me as a human, you can't beat it. I can't spit out shit the way that ChatGPT does about this variety of things. Another thing, I'm studying for several certifications. Several certifications in the tech field, in the tech world. How easy is it that I can now ask ChatGPT to help me study, or if I'm right or wrong about something? And unfortunately, at this point, I might not need a book. I can use ChatGPT to give me quizzes, to give me a quiz, to give me a test. It's an amazing thing. Amazing thing. So now, with this phone that I'm shooting from, I can literally cut on ChatGPT or any other platform that you, whatever you prefer, and I can say, um, give me 5 Linux questions that are going to be on the exam, and it will give me, and I can tell it, hey, multiple choice, or hey, you know, um, theory and practice, or hey, critical thinking questions. I can literally have it do any of those things. Look at this. I can have it do any of those things, and it gives me really good and honest questions. And obviously, I can target it within the quiz. So I can say, hey, I want to talk about security as it relates to, Linux, or, if you were doing cybersecurity or anything like that. And granted, people have these weird thoughts of like, oh, like Terminator or iRobot, where the machines act out of hand, or like obviously in Terminator, the AI decided that people aren't needed anymore. But I don't quite see that happening. Obviously, you never say never. But at this point, I couldn't even get ChatGPT to create a Smash for Pass game for me, because apparently that would be objectifying women, which ChatGPT is kind of right. Yeah, it would be. Now, is it a little scary that Chat GBT or AI, certain AI platforms have a certain level of morality that's installed into them? Yeah, but I don't think that's the worst thing in the world. If they did, if they obviously, I think that's better than it not having some sort of morality or a limit of what it would say or do or help you do. AI is not going to help you cook up crack. It's not going to. I mean, well, most platforms you have to create that, but it's not going to help you do the negative things that, at least not yet. You gotta. It's probably platforms out here that you can do that. I ain't gonna lie. But at least the the ones everybody know about, you know, are not going to do that. So while it is gonna replace a lot of people, the people who embrace it, the people who understand that it isn't going anywhere, just like social media ain't going nowhere, just like YouTube and content creation, all that stuff is not going nowhere. People that understand that, they finna win. And I plan to be one of those people. I want to do some machine learning. I want to learn more about how all of this comes together. So that's my next big thing. Playboy. But yeah, if you are on some 90s boom bap, and I'm only using it because I love 90s boom bap music and all that. But if you own some old bring back the glory days type shit, you need to let that shit go and embrace the future. Or you can embrace it when niggas is millionaires and the ship has already passed. You make the choice. That's those be some of the worst. Obviously you got to pay homage to what got us here for sure. But I can't use it. I don't want to use it. I don't. That's weird. It's the same thing. It's the same exact scenario when the internet first became a thing. Oh, y'all be. I remember when I was doing music. I never forget this. It was a promoter guy. He was in Baltimore, and if anybody knows my history, I don't care what nobody say. At one point, I was probably one of the most well-known Baltimore rappers. Period. Across the country. Period. Can't tell me no different. But in the time where I was putting out music, it was really at the start of social media. At the start of, I ain't gonna say it was the start of the internet, but it was at the start of. Let me get away from this music. When I was putting out the music, it was at the start of the social media blog era. And I remember gaining traction and Two Dope Boys and Nah Right and uh, OK Player and all of these legendary hip hop platforms would post your boy. You know, it's too many to count. They would post your boy music and all that, and people from Baltimore would be like, they biggest knock would be that oh, you a internet nigga. You one of them niggas that we only see on the internet. And the crazy part is, and them times, them comments actually got to me a little bit because growing up in a place like Baltimore, it's like, and granted, I'm no hard street dude, never really been that, but still in Baltimore, your reputation and your quote unquote hardness is everything. And people making them little comments like, "Oh, you just internet, you an internet nigga," And I was mentioning a promoter who would just be like, "Thank you." I don't know what he just said, but yeah, he like, yeah, y'all, you nice, but you know, you on the internet, and I'm like, flash forward, to fucking 2025. You be a damn fool if you ain't on the internet, because everybody on the internet. But yeah, it was them early days of the internet, putting out mixtapes on the internet. I get like 5,000 downloads, you know. But the thing is, this is like, actually the only thing about AI is that it is gonna move faster than social media. It's gonna move faster than YouTube. It's gonna move faster than the shit gonna move faster than the internet itself. So if you feel like you too cool for AI, bro, you gonna be the one lose your job at Jiffy Lube or McDonald's. You gonna lose your job entering in data for $15 an hour. You gonna lose your shit if you don't embrace it. And for the companies, it sounds. I feel almost evil saying this, but it's the truth. Like, it's too lucrative to not use it. Your only your only choice is to level up. And people always people always talk about the times, like, oh, back in my day, man, ain't no back. I'm just saying, ain't no back in your day, bruh. It's today. Ain't no. It was on the wire. Granted, Cheese got shot after saying this, but he actually made a point when he said, if anybody ever watched The Wire, there's a scene in the fifth season where I think it was Hungry Man or one of them was like, man, everything was good until you had to take the connect from your uncle. Man, I missed it how it was back in the day. And then Cheese said, man, ain't no back in the day, nigga. Ain't no back in the day, nigga. Only thing is what was here today in the game right now. So yeah, don't uh don't sleep on AI if you're thinking about sleeping on AI and thinking that you know it's just some goofy shit that's gonna pass, or that it's just something that's here to replace you. AI is just like the internet. When the internet first came, imagine being somebody now who refuses to use the internet. Like, that's unfathomable. Imagine being alive today and you was like, "Oh, I'm not going to use the internet." That's what you're doing when you say uh you're not going to accommodate to AI. That's what you're doing. And then you're going to watch a bunch of people, just like the internet. A bunch of people got rich off the internet. you're gonna watch a bunch of people live out their wildest dreams because of AI. And I'm about to learn how AI works. So, and I'm already in the tech industry anyway. So, but yeah, it's where we at. 25. I didn't really want this to be a long stream. Like I said, 30 for 30. Hopefully, somebody got some value out of that. Me ranting. I think I'm getting a little better at speaking and a little bit more confident, which I love. But 30 for 30. I might chop some other parts of this up and post it for my 30 for 30, you know. Check out the sites. Just check out the sites. You know, this is my normal spot. Shops of Legacy. But yeah, I want y'all to embrace AI, embrace change, get smarter, use your time for good. I'm out.